Happy Monday, movie stars. Happy January 2nd, I think it is today, right? Happy New Year, all of that sort of stuff. So we're going to start from now. We've already talked about last year and about what we're going to do this year, right? It's about actions. It's about you building the life and the destiny that really speaks to you, right? So today we're going to talk about 3 questions that you can ask yourself that will help put you on the path to success. All right, so you guys, I see the DMs. You guys want actionable things, which is great. That's the way it should be. So the question number 1 that you have to ask yourself is, what type of person am I? What type of man or woman am I today? And if you've never asked yourself this question, be very, very honest, but it will be very useful for you. Look at yourself. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What do you do well? What do you not do so well? What are your core beliefs? What are your values? What's really important to you? But the key, the overarching question is, what type of man or woman am I today? Right? That's the first question. Question number 2, what type of man or woman do I want to become? Right? What are the habits? What are the actions? What that person that you want to become, what's their lifestyle like? Are they fit? Do they master a martial art like jiu-jitsu or Muay Thai, for example? Are they an artist? Are they an author? Are they a business person? What is the type of person that you want to become? Not what your parents want you to become, not what society wants you to become, not even what your friends want you to become. What type of man or woman do you want to become? And it's going to be very important for you to look at that gap between who you are today and that person that you want to become, because that's really going to give you a clear path on what it is you need to do to get there. Now, the third question is most important. You're going to ask yourself this question, continuously for the rest of this year and maybe even for the rest of your life, right? The first 2 questions, you basically sit down for an hour, maybe even a day, and you answer those questions and you're good to go. But the third question is the one you're going to keep asking yourself, which is, what would that person that want to become, what would they do in this situation, right? It always comes down to choices. And if you are not getting the results you want, you're not making those choices on a consistent basis like the person you want to become is. Easy example. If you want to become fitter, when you go out to eat with friends or when you look at the refrigerator at home, ask yourself, what would a person who is as fit as I want to be, what would they eat right now? What would they do? Because a lot of times, once you put it in that perspective, you'll think, okay, if I want to become this, if I want to narrow that gap between where I am and where I want to be, I have to start making those kind of choices that a fit person would make, right? If you are a little bogged down in your jiu-jitsu training or Muay Thai, ask yourself, what would a black belt do in this situation? What would a Lumpini champion do in this training session, right? What would they do mentally, right? Chances are they've done different things than what you're doing right now, which is why they were able to rise to that level. So start making those choices now and you will see your level rise. It's not a guarantee that you're going to be a champion. It's not a guarantee that you're going to be a black belt. But if you start approaching it like that, you are going to increase the chance of you, again, negotiating that gap between where you are and where you want to become. Guys, these 3 questions are very, very important. I will repeat them one more time just for the folks at home. Ask yourself who you are as a man or woman today. 2, what kind of man or woman do you want to be? 3, what would that man or woman do in a given situation? Keep asking yourself that. Sit down, really be honest with yourself about who you are today, guys. That's the most important thing. If you can't be honest with yourself, you've got no hope. But if you ask those 3 questions regularly and you adjust and you make those choices will become habits. Next thing you know, you are habitually acting like that amazing man or woman that you want to be. And if you act like that, your life is going to change. Remember, guys, you can't change anything about your life unless you change something you're doing either every day or every week. So what kind of person are you? What kind of person do you want to be? How would that person that you want to become, how would they act in a given situation? What choice would they make? And start making those choices and taking those actions. Be a movie star every day, guys. Have a great day.